Once before, the venerable country club was the scene of the Open in 1913. That Open put golf on the front pages of our newspapers for the first time, and small wonder. Francis Ouimet, an almost unknown 20-year-old Boston amateur who had caddied at the country club, fired the shots heard round the world when he defeated Harry Vardon and Ted Ray, the great English professionals, in a dramatic playoff. Here on the 18th green, Ouimet, at the extreme left, lines up his approach putt. On the eve of the golden anniversary of Ouimet's epic victory, in which he was assisted by a 10-year-old caddy, Eddie Lowery, what could be more fitting than a visit with the two men as they walked the old familiar course?
Francis, it's wonderful being back here on the first tee at Brookline after 50 years. This 50th anniversary championship. Do you remember this tee?
Oh, very well indeed. My first tee shot went 40 yards.
I remember that too, in that heavy rough out there.
That is right. It was awful rough.
And it was a little wet too.
And quite wet. It was hard to play from. But the last tee shot I hit was more like it. That one in the playoff.
Against Vardon and Ray.
That's right.
Straight down the middle and way out there.
Well, I don't know what you call way out there, but it went out as far as I could get it. Eddie, do you remember this hole?
I well remember that last hole to tie the famous Vardon and Ray.
Yes, but you know, these traps were not there then.
No.
There was just that grassy bank.
Well, you made a great chip up 5 feet from the hole, and I don't believe it took you more than 6 or 7 seconds to knock that ball in that tied at 304. Now, when you came up here in the playoff, this hole was a completely different hole, Francis. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes, indeed I do.
Well, you put your second shot on the green, and of course, at that time, I knew you'd won the title.
No, I never realized that until I had that little putt for the 4.
Well, it was a great day.
Yes, it was. I'll never forget how great you were to me.